What's up, Raptors? Welcome back. This is our second installation of our AAIC walkthrough. If you haven't seen our electronic sign in and out sheet yet, I highly recommend you go back and check that out. Next up on the docket is our AAIC Dean's contract. Something that's important for you guys to know is that each student that serves a full day, so this doesn't apply to 30, 60, 99 students. This only applies really to those students who are going to be in there for a full day. Full days happen for a variety of reasons. If they no-show to a 30, then they get a 99. If they don't show to the 99, then they get a Saturday school. If they don't show up to that Saturday school, that's kind of like their third strike, and now the student's going to have a full day. Or also for various discipline reasons or any kind of behavior contract reasons. So each student fills this out and signs this. If there's any violation of this contract, feel free to contact the dean's office, and we will make sure that it's handled. If there's violations, especially if there's egregious violations, the first thing we do is we pull the kid into the dean's office. We talk them through what happened, why it happened, and give them a warning. We call home as well to notify parents that they've been removed from AAIC. We then give them a second chance. If they then are again don't conduct themselves in a educational manner, then they will be removed from AAIC and suspended So, kind of walk you through some of this stuff right here. This is a positive effort to encourage appropriate behavior and academic achievement. The heart and soul of AAIC is even if a kid's made poor choices in the classroom, that they can still keep up with their academics. So we don't want to negatively impact the student's ability to access knowledge or learning, even though they're in a situation that's a consequence. So expectations for students during full day AAIC intervention. Student will sign in prior to the start of the academic school day. That first video again kind of walk through that process. Student will check in cell phone or other personal electronic devices and accessories to either the teacher or AAI technician. Student will complete the academic improvement plan, which we'll go over in another video. Student will use appropriate technology and for academic uses only. Some issues that we've had and some feedback that I've received last year is that students are just watching YouTube videos on their computers. What we really got to do is we got to monitor those things and make sure that students are only accessing things that are for academics. I do understand that there are multimedia presentations that students need to access as they go through work. I want to make sure that they are accessing legitimate resources and communicating and making sure that they're on task and not just, watching music videos or found movie on YouTube, those kinds of things. So we as the teachers in there need to make sure that we're on top of that and keeping track of those kids on that front. I'm working on getting some technology in there so that we can monitor what websites the kids are on and what pages they have open. So that should hopefully help so that we can monitor those things from the desk. Not 100% sure that we can do that yet, but I'm working with Jim to see if we can. Number 5, student will work only on academic material assigned by teachers. So that includes projects, homework, library resource pages, catalogs, online catalogs, access to PowerPoint presentations, essays, and papers. We don't want them searching Google Images and those kinds of random things just for their entertainment. We want to make sure that they are in there for academic purposes only. Student will follow instructions of teachers and staff. If you're having to redirect a kid multiple times, that's a detriment to the learning environment. So we want to make sure that students are on task and following instructions. If a teacher has a question, or if the student has a question for the teacher, they can raise their hand and assist them. We not so much last year, but the year before, we had some students that were kind of loud and really disrupting the environment there. So we want to make sure that they're following normal classroom procedures. Student is responsible for maintaining an educational focused atmosphere. Again, this goes back to just behavior, having academically positive behavior. When a student has finished all academic work for the day, including missing assignments from all the classes, where a student can raise his or her hand and show the teacher that they've completed the work. Once the teacher verifies that the completion of the work, the student may complete the end of day reflection, which we will go over in another video. and read a book of their choosing for his or her class. Lastly, if a student has completed all requirements, he or she is able to attend the math resource lab between second and fourth period. And so the first period should be dedicated to working on this academic improvement plan. That's for every class that's a C or lower. But then once that's completed, first period, we can send a few kids down, maybe 2 or 3 kids down to the Math Resource Center for one full period. The way that works is we have Celicia call down to Miss Vale in the Math Resource Center. We make sure that the kids get down there, and then we call to make sure that they get back as well at the end of the period. Again, if this is something that the student needs, they need to advocate for themselves and raise their hand and ask the teacher or the AAIC technician, which is Celicia. Appropriate consequences will be issued for any violation of this contract. Cell phones, personal electronic devices, and accessories will be returned at the end of the academic day. This is another area where we got some feedback. I think it's really important for teachers to know if we want kids to be able to leave right at the bell. And so if you need to start this process 10, 15 minutes before the bell rings, that's absolutely okay, just to ensure that students complete everything and are done on time. If you have any questions in regards to the AAIC full day contract, please feel free to give me an email. Again, my email is dderose3@cherrycreekschools.org. Thank you so much.